What's up, TikTok? This is a breakdown of my artwork. This one is called Seeds of Freedom. It's from the Gold Series Part 2. Alright, so I'm just going to do a quick breakdown. Just like all of the other pieces in this series, it used a lot of gold textures, purples, golds, red, orange, yellow. I blend it all together. So, like, the concept of this was like camaraderie, togetherness, lending a helping hand. Also, like, it's about like, like mental freedom, like becoming like, free mentally, psychologically. So you have like the brain, and then you have like the lock being broken, and then an angel is coming to help the young man that's in distress and take him away from his pain or agony. So like the concept is basically like freeing yourself, and the angel is freeing him from his mental torment, his pain. He's giving him a helping hand, and he's taking the lock off, and he's taking him away from a distressful situation. I did this one in Illustrator and Photoshop. I used, like, you can see a lot of textures, mixed in with, coloring and brushes and stuff like that. You can see the background, it kind of like fade from like dark purple to like a lighter purple to orange to yellow. I guess it also gives it like some type of like a sun effect, where it looked like, for example, like right here, it almost like it gives it like the sun, like like a sunset almost into the sky. I did this piece one piece by piece. So I did like the roses separate, I did the brain separate, the chain separate, the man and the boy separate, right? If you look closely, you can tell I use different paint brushes in Illustrator also. So like I use like kind of like a scratchy brush for this piece. I like to mix it up, like from piece to piece. I like to use different brushes, textures. You can see I put like a yellow outline on everything. I can go around and show you. I did a lot of cool stuff in this. I use, like, you can see, like, I put textures in their clothing, and then also I use a couple brushes to like scratch the texture. Whenever I create artwork, I just like to play around, and I like to use like different tools. Like I look at my artwork like it's music, like I don't know, like the background is kind of like the instrumental, the concept is writing, and then the actual like is like the concept is kind of like writing, like the lyrics. The background is the instruments, and then like when you put it all together and you color in the image and you craft it, is like like the singing or the rapping, and then when you put it all together, you get the song. So I look at my artwork like it's music, at least that's how I structure it. But yeah, this one is called Seeds of Freedom in the Gold Series Part 2, and yeah, like that's the concept, like, yeah. You can see like the angel is giving him a helping hand. He's in pain. His mind is locked down, and the angel is coming to save him, to break the locks off of his mind, and take him to a freer place, mentally. So like, even though I use a lot of religious figures, this piece is not necessarily religious. It is spiritual, but It's not like a religious thing. I use like a lot of angels and devils, not necessarily to convey some type of like religious, like, you know, like something religious, but I use it as kind of like, I don't know, like an analogy, you know, for good and evil, darkness and light. But yeah, this is one of my favorite pieces, and I'm gonna, you know, just keep doing these. Just give a breakdown of my work, you know. See. And you can find this piece, of course, on Redbubble. This is the graphic t-shirt, but you can find it on many pieces, home decor, and much, much more. All right, thank you for whoever views this. All right, bye. Have a good night.